So we're on. Go ahead, Heather.
All right. Awesome. Well, we've got a really nice crowd tonight. We're glad you guys could all join us to talk about a few of our favorite things. And so we're excited to hear from a lot of different people. I know that for my team especially, there's going to be people participating tonight that this is a first time for them. And so I just want to applaud their bravery and their excitement. They just jumped right in. They're like, heck yeah, I'll do that. So we're excited to hear from everybody tonight. I was trying to pull up where you made the post, Louisa, of where everybody, like who was talking about what, and I can't find it yet. So If you have it in front of you, let us know who's getting us started.
Okay, Joanna, she's going to start us off with geranium. And I've gotten 3 compliments now on Zoom with my hair. And that's because I just put 6 drops of geranium in my hair when it was still wet. So it's so funny. I've got 3 texts now. Wow, your hair looks great. So wash your hair, put some geranium in your hand, and rinse it or massage it through, and you can have shiny, soft hair too. So there you go. So Joanna, perfect segue into your oil.
There you go, Joanna. Jump right in there.
Okay, I still can't see myself. I'm not really sure how to, I'm trying to get the picture, but I still don't have it. Can you guys hear me?
We hear you great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we hear you great.
Okay. Well, I have been using geranium for the last couple months. I just really grown to love it. I've been using it in my hair, like Louisa said. I put a couple drops in it after I get out of the shower when it's wet. I like to put it through there for shine. I've been reading a lot about it. It's aromatic, it's topical and internal. It's antibacterial, antiseptic, and astringent. And it helps with repelling insects. It's a mood uplifter. I like to wear it for perfume if you mix it with water. I like to diffuse it. I've got a couple of recipes here. I don't know if anybody's interested in those. But I guess back in Egyptian times, they used it to beautify their skin. It's great for the face, like to add to your moisturizer. I've been doing that. It's been helping. I get like some redness on my skin and things like that. It's been really good for that. It helps with irritation and oily skin. It can also help with like burn and wounds on the skin. I know lavender is great for that too. A couple of diffuser recipes that I like to have. I don't know if you guys have seen these, but I like to do 2 drops of lavender, 2 drops of wild orange, and a drop of geranium with a drop of clary sage. That just kind of makes me like really peaceful and relaxed. I also like to put lavender and geranium and ylang ylang together and diffuse that. And then one of my other favorites that's real citrusy is 2 drops of geranium, 3 drops of grapefruit, and a drop of lime. It just smells like real citrusy, and I love floral and citrus together. I just think it smells really great. Let me think here. I have put it on, I've gotten a couple of mosquito bites, and I've put it on my insect bites, and it kind of help with the itchy part of the bug bite. That's been really great. And also, I've been reading, I haven't done this yet, but I've been reading about this, to dilute some in water and drinking it, or you can take it in a veggie capsule, and it helps increase urination to help release toxins like a natural diuretic. So that's just some of the things I had to share about geranium. Hopefully, I've let you guys know some new things that you haven't read before or something.
I think my experiences with geranium have only ever been in Zenditrin, and I've always burped it, and it's not been fun for me. But now I want to dive into geranium more after that. I really do. So.
I've really enjoyed it. It's been really, like I said, I've been using it for my skin and my moisturizer. I like to put it in my hair when I get out of the shower. I know you can't see me right now, but it gives like really good shine, especially when I straighten my hair because I have naturally wavy hair. So when I straighten it, I love to put it in there. But after I get out of the shower and comb my hair, and then I'll blow dry it. And I've had several people be like, "Wow, your hair's really shiny today." So
awesome. I hate it though, not geranium, but I hate it when you go to grab grapefruit to put in your water and you grab geranium. It's like the most disgusting taste of dirt that you have ever tasted in your life. So just beware of the stickers when putting grapefruit in your water. Awesome. Thank you so much, Joanna. I appreciate it. And I wrote down the diffuser blend, so I'm definitely going to be trying those because I certainly love to try new diffuser blends. So we're going to welcome Tiffany. She's going to be speaking to us about fennel. Fennel is also our free oil of the month this month. So take note. You can use your freebie.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Hey,
Okay.
Tiff.
Okay. Well, I actually just started using fennel for the first time last month because I welcomed home this little guy.
Aww.
And I always had some problems in the past. This is my fourth baby with supply, not being sure if I had enough. So I had researched and found out that fennel was supposed to help with production. So I started a few weeks ago. He's 4 weeks old. I started a few weeks ago with using about 2 to 3 drops and just massaging them on my breast. And I could completely tell that the supply was working. And I felt like within the next feeding, I could tell that it was working and that he felt more satisfied after his feeding. So that's about the only reason I've been using fennel. And I don't really know what else to say.
No, that's perfect. Thank you. Feeding your baby is basically the most important thing you've got going on right now. So if it's working for you, that's amazing.
Yes.
Perfect. Juniper Berry was next. Heather, did you have a comment?
I was just going to ask her if Ryan was still letting you sleep in the same room with all of that fennel rubbed on you every night.
It does smell. He hasn't said anything, and it hasn't seemed to affect the baby yet either. So
Yeah.
I don't like the smell of it, and I haven't tasted it yet either. But
I use that with basil because I always struggle with milk production, and I'm right there with you. I'm like, it's strong even for me. I don't know how Presley is.
yeah, he doesn't seem to have any problems yet, but I can tell it's working, so that's what matters to me.
It really does. That's awesome. Thanks, Tiff.
Thank you so much for sharing. Stephanie is going to share with us about Juniper Berry. Is she on here?
I am. I just, how do I can you hear me?
We can hear you. And we can see you.
Okay, you can see me too?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. My first time doing this. So anyway, I'm talking about juniper berry because my husband and I love it for its calming effects. For, of course, me and him and our 2 children. We combine it with Brie, and we put that in the diffuser at night, and it really helps us calm down as we prepare to get to sleep, and it also has some amazing respiratory effects that help with just generally help with breathing at night for any of those breathing issues you might have. You can also put a drop of juniper berry with some coconut oil, and it helps your complexion. So if you have any spots on your skin that are uneven, don't look great, you can use it for that. And I also like juniper berry because it has, you can put it in your water each day with your lemon, and it has a detoxifying natural cleansing regimen. So those are the main reasons I use juniper berry, and I love it. It's strangely one of my favorites.
How does it taste?
To me, with lemon, it doesn't taste too bad. When I first thought about it, I thought, ooh, that's going to be kind of bitter. But that's the reason I also combine it with lemon, so that it doesn't have that bitter taste that I imagined.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. It's the oil of the night. So you said it perfectly. It really helps, especially the littles that are having insecurities at night when they're sleeping. I love to diffuse it with Serenity for when my kids are having a hard time at night. So awesome. Thank you so much.
Good.
Thank you. changing the order up a little bit on Facebook because we had someone that couldn't share with us tonight. So Stephanie was a brave soul and stepped in and will be sharing with us about lemongrass. So Stephanie, Lynn, thank you.
Oh, finally.
Can you hear me now?
Yep,
Yes.
we can hear you.
There's people here. Sorry, I have kids. Yes, I'm going to talk about lemongrass. I love my lemongrass. I use it just about every night when I'm also 6 months pregnant. So I use them for some veins that I recently was blessed with the pregnancy. So lemongrass has been real beneficial with helping with calming my crazy leg veins due to the pregnancy. I also love lemongrass mixed with deep blue for a bath soak after like a hard workout. Previously to my pregnancy, I used to run marathons, so that was always a nice thing to add to the legs afterwards, and just kind of soak in it as a nice Epsom salt bubble bath. So that's what I use lemongrass for as of right now. Oh, and for cleaning, that's another one. I like to put it in my vacuum cleaner, the little thing that, little thing you pull out. I'll put a few drops of lemongrass in there, and then when you vacuum, it smells really nice, and it's supposed to help with keeping bugs away. So I like to add that into my cleaning products.
That's a great idea. Thank you.
Yeah,
I would have never thought of putting lemongrass in my vacuum cleaner. I bet your house smells amazing.
it
Yeah,
does.
it probably
It's the
smells like
only
a spa.
that smells good, right? Yeah, I like it a lot. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for stepping in last minute. That's couldn't ask for anything better. So I appreciate you stepping in last second for us. We're going to move on to
No
some
problem.
blends.
Thank you.
And the first blend that we're going to be talking about is from Haley, Slim and Sassy. So thank you, Haley, for sharing.
You're welcome. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So Slim and Sassy, I've been using that for probably about 2 months now. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've only been using the soft gels. So I haven't actually bought the oil yet. But it's great for boosting your metabolism and managing your hunger cravings. And it can be used in conjunction with, a workout regimen or a weight loss management plan. If you're not familiar with Slim and Sassy, some of the oils that are contained within it are grapefruit peel, lemon peel, peppermint, ginger root, and cinnamon bark. So all of those working to boost your mood, increase hydration, curb your appetite, control cravings, and just giving you a healthy metabolic process. It is also a diuretic. It's diuretic, stimulant, and calorie-free, which I think we all think is pretty awesome. Uses for it, I know, right? You can add it to your water or a tea and drink it prior to, whatever type of exercise you're going to do, or you can add it to Trim Shake. I have not tried that yet, but that's definitely on my list. And recommendations are to consume it before meals to help control your appetite and overeating. I actually use it after my morning meal with all my other lifelong vitality supplements. So you can diffuse it, you can take it internally, or you can use it topically, which I have seen some people talk about doing body wraps with it. So that's kind of interesting. And I think that's it.
Has anybody ever, raise your hand if you've actually tried the body wrap thing? Because I haven't yet, just because I haven't remembered to buy the stuff for it. When I'm out. Yeah.
Where's Ellie?
How'd you like it?
Ellie
was on here.
Hear me?
What? Anyway, I've tried it. Is Ellie on here?
I am.
You've tried the body wraps. Share with us. Share your wisdom. Oh, skinny one.
Well, I made a spread of Slim and Sassy, cypress, lavender, grapefruit, and fractionated coconut oil. So if you make a 4 ml spray bottle, it lasts for a few different wraps, and each oil itself has different for detoxing your body, helping the circulation. You take some mucilin, wrap it around, wrap some saran wrap around, And I haven't actually personally done it on myself, but I've done it for other clients, and they lost inches. So they kept it on overnight, take it off in the morning. It's cheaper than buying wraps, right?
Yes.
Did you have to have any kind of special, did you just use saran wrap and it was fine?
So I did mute crock pot with hot water.
Yeah, I would think that that would be right because of the plastic.
Yes, because you wouldn't want to put the plastic against the oil.
Right.
Then I used the saran wrap to tighten the muslin.
Okay.
I've done it and I had to put paper towel.
Marcella says use a paper towel.
Yeah, I wrapped paper towel twice because the oil is gonna cut the saran wrap. Like that.
Ellie, again, which oils you used in that? I know it was Slim and Sassy, but you named a couple of others.
Lavender.
Yeah, so it was, I mean, I'd have to look at the recipe, but it was predominantly Slim and Sassy, just about 40 drops. And then it was cypress, lavender, grapefruit,
Eucalyptus, peppermint,
yeah.
and wintergreen.
Yeah, at one point it was going to attempt to do a Slim and Sassy type class, and I bought muslin at the fabric store, folded them up really nice, made the pre-made bottles of Sassy spray, sewed a tape measure with it, and then tied it with a red bow. So not even if you're doing a class, maybe as an incentive or a gift, they're kind of cute. And like I said, you can use that 4 ml spray bottle for quite a few wraps. I mean, you spray and spray and spray, and you still have a lot left.
That's a really awesome idea. I love it. Awesome.
Yeah, I think full price was about $22 with the muslin, the oils, and the tape measure. So
Awesome.
and my child's looking at me, so I'm gonna go mute now before they start screaming.
That was a cool suggestion, Haley. Thanks for starting that conversation. That was really cool. I'm going to try that soon.
I just have a question. Is it safe with nursing? Has anybody tried it nursing using Slim and Sassy? I've always been afraid.
I'm nursing right now, and I use it to just help me. I have a sweet tooth. You know, I was scarfing down a blackberry cobbler before we started talking. And it really helps me. If I will stay consistent with it, it helps me with sugar cravings.
Thank
Yeah. It helps me a lot with sugar cravings. And I haven't noticed any adverse effects on my daughter at all. So.
Fantastic. Thank you.
I diffuse it. And that's helped me tremendously with curbing my appetites and stuff because I'm on a strict regimen right now, losing weight. And it has totally helped me during work. I have a small diffuser, and it keeps me from snacking all day long.
I love that.
I would have never thought of diffusing it, so I might have to do that.
It works.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that. I love this discussion. I think we could talk about weight loss and Slim and Sassy all night. So I'm going to keep it moving. Up next is Connie Bogner. She's going to be sharing with us about past tense. So, Connie.
All right, I'm off mute, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, past tense. I use this every day. This is one of my top 5 oils, and I wish I had discovered it sooner. It's a roll-on, so it's very convenient. And it is it's called the tension blend. So that's the main thing that it addresses, but it has emotional and physical benefits, which are great. The wholesale is $18.50. Definitely worth it. I use this thing multiple times every day, and I have to probably order it every other month. So that's $9 a month. Pretty much spend on ibuprofen or whatever, something else. This is way, way better. Feels better. You're not getting any toxic buildup in your livers or anything. So this in your liver. So this is really, really good. Alternative. It's kind of like a minty herbal smell. The ingredients, it's a blend. It's one of doTERRA's proprietary blends. So you can't get it anywhere else, which is really nice. And it really, really works. So this is actually even a great one to give little sample bottles to people. It's got wintergreen, lavender, peppermint, frankincense, cilantro, marjoram, Roman chamomile, which we can't get yet. So that's nice. You're getting in here. Basil and rosemary. And I always thought this was diluted oil, but it's actually not. There's no fractionated coconut oil in here. So if you have any sensitivities, you want to dilute, roll it on and then use some fractionated coconut oil to cut it. I've never had to use it on my kids. I use other blends for tension and craziness with my kids. But I imagine if you were to use this on your kids, you probably would want to definitely dilute it. And also because it has the mints in it, wintergreen and peppermint, be careful when you're rolling it on because you're supposed to roll it on your temples right at your hairline. Some people roll it up across their forehead even. You don't want to get it too close to your eyes because it kind of makes your eyes water a little bit. The peppermint does that.
Yeah.
So, but definitely when you get those headaches, it just feels so good. It has a nice cooling sensation. I like to roll it also behind my ears, down the nape of my neck, where I carry my tension in my neck, even sometimes all the way down to my shoulders. So I'm like rolling this thing on. I'm bathing in it, I feel like sometimes. But it definitely feels great. It just has a nice cooling sensation. There's a lot of options for headaches. Some people use for, intense headaches, they use the deep blues, or, it just kind of depends on what your source of your headache is. But if it's tension, like from stress, or in my case, it's 3 boys, crazy kids running around and screaming, fighting and playing and jumping and bumping. This is why I need to take some deep breaths and use my past tense. For example, some other good uses would be like if you're going into stressful situations, like you're going to be taking a test or giving a speech, like if you're going to go to class and you're feeling a little nervous or tension, you're going to give a presentation at work or at school. Sometimes traveling can be stressful, so you want to bring your 10 ml roller bottle of past tense with you for those stressful situations of travel. And then definitely this is like a blend all moms should have for helping deal with the stresses and tension of life.
Yes.
Physically feels great, nice and cooling. Emotionally, it helps you feel refreshed, renewed, calm, balanced, helps fight feelings of stress or fatigue. So it's a great soothing mind and body oil. Love
Thank
it.
you.
You need to have it.
I think that was a really good infomercial. doTERRA should probably hire you. Minus the headache. They would cut out your headache, but you could say healthy inflammation.
Yeah.
I also want to add in that I use past tense. I drive to New York with my 2 boys. It's a 20-hour drive. And I use it for restless legs. When my legs get tired from driving, just sitting there, I roll it and massage it on. And it works really, really well with helping my legs, not get all tired and just numbing. And I massage it in really good. And it really helps out with the drive.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for that tip. I'm going to have to use that one. I'm driving to Tennessee in 2 weeks, so I'm going to have to definitely bring past tense with me. Yay. All right, we're going to move along then. Coming up next is Miss Liberty. She's going to talk to us about Balance, our grounding oil. So thank you, Liberty.
Liberty, the new silver. Yay!
Woo-hoo. Yay, Liberty.
So exciting. I called an account manager today. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So, hi, everyone. I can't see myself, not that I need to.
We'll move the page.
There it is. I found it. Okay, so my name is Liberty. Thanks. My kids are with me. The oil that I've chosen to talk about tonight is Balance, I guess the blend. Balance is our grounding blend, and it's literally my saving grace. I don't know how, but I didn't find it at first. It took me a while to find Balance. And we were traveling in the mountains and staying at about 3,500 feet elevation. And I was just out of it. I couldn't get it together. And I'm like looking over my oils thinking, what do I need? And it reminded me of a video that I had seen of Dr. Hills. And he had a microscopic view of the red blood cells before and after the application of Balance on the feet. So before the application, the red blood cells are coagulated and very slow moving. And afterwards, they were like single, rapidly firing. And so that video came to mind, and I thought, oh, I need Balance. Like, I need to be grounded. I live in Florida where we're at sea level, and here I am really high in the mountains. I needed this oil. So it really went from there for me. And Balance is an oil that I use daily. There they go. Yeah, Balance has the wood oils. It's hoe wood, frankincense, blue tansy, has some flowers in it, has spruce, blue chamomile. It's very calming. It also has fractionated coconut oil. So I literally, I just pour straight Balance into roller bottles so that I can apply it very easily. And I use it all day long. Sometimes, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and sometimes when my husband comes home, he's, having a rough day. I literally go and, apply Balance over his heart. That's a good place to put the emotional oils. And I literally will, be like, hey, come here, and put the Balance right over his heart. It's such a powerful oil, and I love it. I know, Olive, my kids. For my daughter, Olive, I mix Balance with Serenity, and I do vetiver in there too. And we have it in a roller. And she's, very animated and very animated. So sometimes she needs to be brought down a little bit from her drama, and it helps tremendously. By the time I'm done, I think too, it's the connection of the time that we're spending together, the physical, I'm rubbing her feet, we're making a connection, we're slowing down, but she's literally a different child when I'm done applying that blend to her. So it's really amazing. So that's why I love Balance, and I think everyone should try it, and you won't stop once you do. Really, it's a game changer. So that's all I have.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. And Olive was the perfect cheerleader in the back. Loved it.
Oh my God, did you see her?
Yeah. She's so
Talking
cute.
to you. She's so funny.
I can't handle her. She's the best. Okay, perfect. So we're going to keep moving along. After Miss Liberty is Miss Lindsay Decker, and she's going to be speaking to us about Motivate. So thank you, Lindsay.
Hi.
Hello. Everyone has the kids on here today. Maybe I should go wake up mine, right?
I thought I was going to get through it without, but he's joining us, so.
He's welcome.
Everyone, I'm on this conference call for.
So the oil that I chose is
one of these women has a misbehaving child.
Someone's unmuted.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Am I good? Okay. Sorry. Okay. So the oil that I chose is Motivate.
Hi.
I love the emotional side of our oils, and I've been researching a lot about emotions and what oils for what emotions. And so for me, Motivate is an oil that I use every single day. It's our encouraging blend. It promotes feelings of being motivated and encouraged, and also energized and confident. Those are all things that personally I need help with every day. Some of the ingredients that are in it are peppermint, coriander, rosemary, basil, melissa, and clementine. And for me, I really started using this oil every day right around April. I just kind of felt like I had was in like a place of complacency in my life. And I really just didn't have that drive as much as I used to. And I remember it was Easter weekend and the kids wanted to go to an Easter egg hunt. And I literally did not want to get out of bed. And I remember feeling like, why am I feeling like this? And I don't want to feel like this anymore. And then I was like, oh, wait, you have an oil for that. And it's literally called Motivate. And so that day I applied it on my wrist and on my diffuser bracelet. And every day since then, that's how I've used it. I really like to blend it with balance on my diffuser bracelet. And in the diffuser, some of the blends that I really like are Balance, Passion, and Motivate. And it's also really good with Cheer and Wild Orange. Those are some of my favorite diffuser blends for that one. And literally every day I use this oil. It just helps me to feel like, encouraged. And that to me is a really important feeling to have, especially when I have a full-time job and 2 kids and all this stuff. Like, who doesn't need to be motivated sometimes? So I guess that's all I have, but Motivate, it's a good one. I like that one.
Thanks, Lindsay, for sharing that. I think that my life has been changed since the emotional, like the aromatherapy, that whole line came out and became available to us. It was a really big deal. Delilah woke up, so Louisa stepped away from her computer for a little bit. So I'm going to help keep things going. Next up, we have Jessie Grinnan, and she's going to talk to us about Whisper. Go for it. Jessie, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Hey, she is. Yeah, we hear you great.
Hi, sorry, I'm learning how to work this. I'm Jessie. I'm going to talk to you about Whisper tonight. And I really didn't use this oil very much until I got pregnant. And now I use it every single day. It's a great oil for balancing hormones. And for me, it's really been a great oil to keep me calm. I mean, I'm a big fan of balance, but during my pregnancy, now that I'm coming on my 3rd trimester, I really, I kind of rely on Whisper to keep me calm and balance me out. I also use it as a perfume, and what's funny is it's a great conversation starter. Every woman at my son's school, every time I walk by, they're like, who is that? What is that? And I love how when you wear it as a perfume, it kind of meshes with your chemistry and really gives an appealing scent for everybody. You can diffuse it, which I do. When I diffuse it, I also add lime into it. I have a 4-year-old and I'm pregnant. And so Whisper and lime in the diffuser is a great one to keep us from killing each other sometimes. And I also will put it in my diffuser necklace, which smells amazing. And that's all I got.
I think it's really interesting that you said that you have just been kind of drawn to this one since you were pregnant, because about 7 months, well, I'm going to talk about this in a minute, so I won't get into it, but I'm noticing a huge change in what oils I'm drawn to. Even though I'm still nursing, it hasn't changed back yet. So very cool. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
All right, so we are going to keep going with the blends, and we've got Stacy, my friend Stacy. Stacy DeBecky, are you there?
Yes, I am here. I'm sorry, I have a jumping up and down 11-year-old. Yes, all of our kids are up tonight, right? Which they probably need my favorite blend, which is Serenity. We use Serenity every single night. I'm actually afraid to use it during the daytime because it knocks me out so quickly that I have to use Balance, which Liberty was talking about. I love Balance during the day when I'm feeling stressed and wired. But Serenity we use absolutely every night. It's in the girls' diffusers. I personally like it topically. I like to put it in what I call the elbow pit, which is like that spot right there. and it's just my favorite. It's close enough to my face that I smell it, but it's not constantly there. I'm trying to think. It's in a lot of other different sleepy blends that are out there. If you look on Pinterest there's Sleepy River and all kinds of different blends. It's usually mixed with vetiver. It's got a lot of calming oils obviously in it. I was looking today just to brush up on what's actually in there. Roman chamomile is in there, sweet marjoram, lavender, of course, ylang ylang, which I don't really like on its own, but I tend to like when it's in a blend. Ylang ylang is also in Console, and I really like Console also, along with sandalwood. It doesn't have a supplement label on it, so it's primarily for topical and for aromatic use. I'm definitely going to try it with juniper berry. I have one who has some problems still going to sleep at night, and so I actually just told her to pull it off of the rack with the juniper berry, and I'm like, we're going to try this one tonight. Right now, we're going to try that one tonight. She's like, Mom, I'm right here. But yeah, it's my favorite. I love it. It's probably one of the oil I'm drawn to the absolute most. So that's really all I have to say. It's just my favorite.
Serenity is what I use to get my almost 8-month-old to sleep almost every night.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely on airplanes. People on airplanes thank me for bringing Serenity when she's with me on an airplane. Yep.
She also, the one who was just right here, she also likes it when she gets stressed at school. It's one that she likes in her diffuser necklace, or will hide a little vial in her backpack that she can go into the cubby room and get a little whiff. So yeah, it's her favorite too.
That's awesome. Very cool. All right. I'm next on the list, and I'm going to talk about peace. So for me, my experience with peace, I used to be a balance and wild orange person all day, every day. I absolutely needed it. It was probably for a good 2 years that I really relied on it. And I was very, very turned off by vetiver, by ylang ylang, by clary sage, by any of those oils. Like, I owned them because I wanted to be able to sample people, and I wanted people to be able to check them out if they wanted to, but I avoided them. And then about 7 months into my pregnancy, I think it was Jessie that kind of referenced the same thing. I totally related to this. I just had my 4th baby in a different city from where my other 3 kids were born, different doctor. I had a stressful delivery with my son, my 2nd kid. He was really big. He was 11 pounds at birth. And so we didn't go full-term pregnancy after that. We induced at 38 weeks with our 3rd one. And when it came time to have this 4th baby, I just felt like every doctor, no one was really taking me seriously. When I talked to them about my pregnancies and how big my babies were. And I was just really, I feel like my nerves were really locking me up. Lisa was trying to talk me through even getting my last kid out of me because I was just so scared and nervous. Yeah, it was a tough time. We went in on Thursday to induce, and she wasn't born until Saturday. So all that to say, about 7 months into my pregnancy, I think honestly Louisa was probably the one that said I needed to check out ylang ylang, and so I got it out, and I remember inhaling it, and I remember having this immediate emotional just release. I was almost really drawn back by how quickly I noticed that affect me, and balance started I could never say balance smells bad, but balance does not smell for me now like it used to, and so. The reason I'm talking about ylang ylang is because it's in peace. The oils in the peace blend, basically peace is my go-to now. I have to have it with me all the time. There's vetiver in peace. There's lavender in peace, ylang ylang, frankincense, clary sage, marjoram, spearmint. And I'm very intrigued by, I love teaching the emotions class. I'm very intrigued by all of these blends in the aromatherapy kit. But this one especially just because, like I said, not only do I need it all the time, but I have a 5-year-old little girl who struggles with bad dreams and still will not sleep by herself. She wants to sleep with her sister almost every night. Thankfully, her sister's very gracious. But I remember her once telling me, Mommy, I'm afraid to go to sleep. And so finally I just asked her why. And she said basically that she was afraid that something was going to happen to Mommy and Daddy while she was asleep and that we wouldn't be there when she woke up. It about killed me, about broke my heart. And so I just remember going and grabbing that oil and asking her how it smelled to her. And she said she liked it. And so we applied that to the back of her neck. We rubbed it on her pillow, and like her whole countenance changed right together. And she went right to sleep, and it just relaxed her. So, it's my Tessa bird. We're very, must be very, we share that in common when it comes to our favorite oil. But $28 wholesale. It is one that if you don't have yet, you definitely want to have it close by. Before I finish up, I wanted to look up in the emotions book just what each of those oils did. And so, like I said, there's 7 of them. And I just thought I would share those real quick before I finished up. Since we're talking about peace, I found it really interesting what all of these do. Vetiver is the oil of centering and descent. Lavender is the oil of communication. Ylang ylang is the oil of the inner child. Frankincense, the oil of truth. Clary sage, the oil of clarity and vision. Marjoram, the oil of connection. And then spearmint, the oil of confident speech. So all of those that have to do with giving us peace of mind, just peace in our hearts, just rest in our lives. If you don't have the essential oil and emotions book too, I would highly recommend picking that up because you're going to learn a lot about those blends and those individual oils. So there you go. That's peace. It's a big deal around my house, and hope that you all will try that out too.
Awesome. Thank you. Sorry, I had to, I was just saying that my kids should join, and Delilah woke up. I'm like, of course. So, but now I'm back, and I'm going to be sharing about the hydrating cream. It's in our essential skincare line. This little gem right here. And I cannot live without this, actually. When I discovered it, I thought, why did I take so long to try it? It has lavender and jasmine, geranium, and frankincense. And I'm going to read you the back because the back is a great description. It targets the visible signs of aging, where they start helping to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles by stimulating collagen, speeding cell renewal, and slowing the signs of mechanical aging while providing intense hydration to the skin. And I just started using this for myself when I originally bought it. But my little one, Delilah, she has eczema. And I had made all kinds of different blends for her, and some of them worked a little bit. But just last month, I had the idea, what if I put Melaleuca in here and stir it with like a popsicle stick? Like I said, lavender, jasmine, geranium, and frankincense. And I added Melaleuca, and I stirred it with a popsicle stick. And this is after a year of me trying all kinds of things for her skin. And I eventually had to give up and take her to the pediatrician and put her on a steroid cream because her skin was raw. Like anyone that saw her little arms and behind her legs, it was open skin, and it was just disgusting. And it smelled funky, and even the oils were not helping. And this is what solved the problem. This plus Melaleuca. So that is amazing. I'm just going to read through some of the things that the oils in here do for you. So lavender, it's very cleansing and moisturizing. It reduces appearance of redness. So this would be something you could use for a sunburn. When we think of lavender, we think of all things calming, right? So lavender. Jasmine, unless you are an enrolling machine, you did not have the opportunity to get jasmine. So this is a great way to experience jasmine. It's one of our most precious and rare oils. It smells beautifully. If you haven't smelt it, this is a great way to experience it. Jasmine, it promotes healthy coloring as well. It reduces aging. I think that's what the major reducing of aging is in there. One thing that I read about it, it has fading properties, which sounds kind of funky. But if you have scars on your face, if you picked at your acne like I did when I was younger, if you have a wound that didn't heal right, jasmine is great for reducing appearance of that scar or of that wound. Jasmine is one of my favorite oils, so I think it's another reason I'm drawn to it. When I was in Las Vegas last 2 weeks ago, I was using this on my hands like crazy. Everything was so dry. My face, my hands, everything was peeling. I looked like a lizard, and I was applying this to my entire body. And I know that Heather and Mary Carlisle also love using this on their hands during the winter time. So That's also a great alternative for you guys that live in the cold. Geranium is in there, and as she mentioned, it's also a very moisturizing oil, so great for dry skin. So I love to apply it to dry spots on my skin. I live in Florida. My face is exposed to the sun all the time, so very moisturizing. And then frankincense is in there, and that, as we know, is good for just about everything. Frankincense supports healthy cellular functions. Our face is the first thing that people see when they, greet us. So we want our face to look radiant and healthy. So frankincense is going to restore any kind of cells that need some help, need a little boost. It helps reduce appearances of blemishes. It's very rejuvenating. Frankincense is also extremely relaxing and helps just at the end of the day, helps you wind down. So frankincense, or this lotion with frankincense in it after a bath at the end of the day, is extremely soothing. So that is the hydrating cream. I wish it came in that Costco-sized tub of coconut oil, but it doesn't.
Big deep blue bottle, like the big deep blue bottle.
Yeah, the big deep blue bottle. But you can get it in this little pot, and it's still a little bit goes a long way, and it's $34.50 for a wholesale price. So worth every penny. It's on my LRP just about every other month because we all use it at home. So that is hydrating cream. I don't know.
You should see all of the commentary going on in the comments in the chat over here, because I'm like, I use that in the winter, and all of you Florida people are like, what's the winter? We need it. Because so it's really, look at her using it. It's really kind of funny to me that it doesn't matter where we live in the country. Everybody's like, yeah, we need that stuff. So,
yeah.
well, she's putting it on her face because she went to the beach today. So she's dehydrated.
Yep. Yeah. The cat just licked it, and he's like literally, so disgusted right now. Like, serves you right for licking my expensive lotion. Okay, moving on. So sorry. I'm getting distracted. Carissa, were you able to get on?
I think so. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yay, good.
Oh, good. I know. I was having technical difficulties, but I think I'm here.
Yay. So please share with us on Terra Greens. Thank you so much for sharing.
Okay. Yeah, this is my latest obsession, the Terra Greens. So I figured I'd talk about that tonight. And I hope everybody tries it after we've talked about it, because they're really amazing. Because I know many of us aren't getting enough of our fruits and veggies in our diets. We hear about this all the time, but it's really true. And while, eating fruits and veggies in their whole and natural state is the best, it's not always easy to do because we're moms and dads and running crazy, and it's not easy to fit that into your lifestyle these days. So this is really convenient, and it's the next best thing. It's still whole foods in my mind. So before I get all detailed about the doTERRA greens, I just wanted to go over a little bit of why it's so important to get the proper nutrition. I know it's like common sense to some people, but sometimes like I need reminders all the time because, I like things in moderation, like my wine or whatever, but it's also good to try and stay on track. And that's what the Terra Greens do for me. They really help me keep going with my healthier lifestyle that I tried to lead. So, when you have lack of proper nutrition, it leads to, all of these chronic health issues. Some of them are life-threatening, like, there's a cancer connection, there's cardiovascular health connections, diabetes, digestive health, weight implications, just overall nutrient deficiency that's in our lives these days leads to so many chronic health issues. So it's so important to really be aware of those. And the oils and the phytonutrients that we find in these plants, they all have protective effects on and in our bodies. So our bodies need these nutrients, and they were designed to need them and use them, just like our essential oils. So this is where the doTERRA Terra Greens come in, because they have really helped fill a void of me getting more fruits and veggies in my diet. I do eat a lot of fruits and veggies, but I just think that we just don't quite get enough. So they come in a powder form. It's a proprietary blend of whole food fruits and vegetables combined with the superfruits, and our CPTG essential oils. The oils that are in this mix are the lemon, which is great for, you know, digestion and cleansing and detoxing our bodies, and ginger oil, which is really excellent for aiding in our healthy digestion. So you just take a scoop, and I put it in a cup and with some ice, and sometimes I put a little bit of apple juice, not too much, and I'll just shake that up, and it's really refreshing and good. I thought it was going to taste real earthy and, like, you know, it's very green and it smells very vitamin-y, but it was really good. And you could easily pair it with a trim shake or V-shake. And it's a really good alternative to juicing if you're into juicing. So if you're really busy and you need something fast and you want to make sure you're getting your daily fruits and veggies, it's a really convenient way to get that in. It's also really low in calories and carbs and sugars. It only has 2 grams of sugar, which is good in my eyes, you know. Less better. It's a really good source of fiber. It has 3 grams per serving, which is something we should always, you know, be aware of, trying to get our fiber in. There's 4 main blends and components in this like powerhouse of veggies and fruits. There's a green blend that has kale and dandelion and collard greens. There's a grass blend. It has wheat and barley and alfalfa, and the fruits in it are pineapples, guavas, mangoes. There's a mangosteen, and it is sweetened with stevia. Some people may not like that, but I don't really have any issues with stevia. I don't really have an aftertaste or anything. Some people are more sensitive to it. So I just love the way it's so convenient and the way it tastes. I really tolerate it well. I think it mixes well with any of your favorite beverage. So the highlights, I think, just kind of going back, I know I'm getting long-winded, is I think it's a great alternative for juicing. It's great for traveling if you're on the road and you're not, you know, eating well because you're out and, you know, not in your home and you're traveling about. It provides our bodies with the essential nutrients. It's good for supporting our immune health, digestive health, weight management. It has all natural ingredients. It's GMO and gluten-free, and it's vegan friendly, and it's full of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants. So I really think it's a really wonderful product to have. And here's to your health. That's all I got.
Thank you so much. No, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I love the on-the-go idea when you're traveling, because I feel like I always eat so poorly when I travel. So that's a great tip. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think Teresa Lee is coming up with Mito 2 Max. So thank you, Teresa.
You're welcome. Can you hear me?
Yeah, and see you.
Yes.
Look beautiful.
Okay, good. Thanks. So this is definitely stepping out of the box for me. Usually my husband and I work as a team, and he does half of the talking for me. So tonight I have the Mito 2 Max. It is a formula of plant extracts and metabolic cofactors. It naturally supports healthy cellular energy production, optimal mitochondrial function, and stamina without using harmful stimulants. I stepped out of the box a little bit further today and did a little science. Science is not my thing. And I was like, well, what is mitochondria? That's a really big word. So I did a little research for myself and for you guys. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell. They are organelles that act like a digestive system, which takes in the nutrients, breaks them down, and then creates energy-rich molecules for the cell. The biochemical processes of the cell are called cellular respiration. Many of the reactions involved in cellular respiration happen in the mitochondria. Mitochondria are the working organelles that keep the cell full of energy. They are small organelles floating free throughout the cell. Some cells have several thousand mitochondria, while others have none. So your muscle cells, they need a lot of energy, so they have loads of mitochondria. Neurons don't have as many. If a cell feels like it's not getting enough energy to survive, more mitochondria can be created. Sometimes it can grow larger or combine with others. It depends on the needs of the cells. So it's my favorite, the mitochondria, at this point in my life because I really need the extra energy. I hate having the high from all the drinks and then getting that crash at the end of the night, or sometimes not being able to sleep at night because I drank a drink too late, or things like that. I love how it heals me for natural energy, and that it actually helps my cells create more energy themselves instead of things that are going to harm me or cause additional side effects later on in my day. Like if I don't have enough caffeine to keep me going the rest of the day, and then I had the crash and then a headache and things like that. I was suffering a little bit from kind of getting out of the bed in the morning and getting through past 1, 2 o'clock, or even 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Since using this for about a month now, I haven't had one day where I don't have energy till about 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. Been even helping my husband in the garage with a new business idea and coming in, still having energy to cook dinner and help him after dinner too. So if you haven't tried the Mito 2 Max, I would highly suggest it, especially with school getting ready to start up soon, and we all need to figure out how to wake back up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning again. So that's it for me.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I love Mito 2 Max too. We have a couple more and then we're going to wrap it up. I think Debbie is next to talk about LLV. So thank you, Debbie.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to talk to you for a little bit about one of my very favorites. It was probably the first thing that really sold me on doTERRA, and that is the LLV, the Lifelong Vitality Supplements. There's a 3-pack. They are non-dairy and gluten-free. There is a vegan formula if anybody is concerned with that issue. If I could only buy one product, that would probably be the one product I would buy for sure. Whenever I have gotten busy and forgot to take them, just for a day or two, I notice it right away. The difference in the inflammation in my body is amazing if I forget it for a couple of days. The first one is the Alpha CRS. That's the Cellular Vitality Complex. It helps your immune system. It helps with the free radicals and the oxidative stress that we're bombarded with from all of the chemicals that surround us every day. It helps with healthy cell regeneration in your DNA, helps with brain function and clarity. It has polyphenols to help that inflammation. It also has tummy tamer in there with the ginger in that, so that it helps decrease any issues that sometimes were caused by supplements when people would take them. So it helps with that. The XC Omega is the next one. It helps with your heart and your circulatory system, helps promote healthy brain function, eyes, your nervous system, healthy skin. And the last piece of that puzzle is the Microplex. And the Microplex, to me, is kind of like the perfect vitamin. It has 22 essential vitamins and minerals in it that we need to stay healthy. There's 72 trace minerals in it. They're all bioavailable so that our body can actually use all of that stuff that it's getting, unlike some of the conventional ones that you would find out there. It helps with bone health, and it's such a great product, and it's actually on our LRP, we get a really special deal with it, where you can get them for $79.50. And when you buy them on your LRP for $79.50, you also have the option to do some add-ons. I know my mom gets them, and she always gets her deep blue polyphenols, so they're not taking ibuprofen and such. The PBS is a great probiotic, so you can do those as an add-on to it, and it's just a great product and a great value when you consider what it does for your body. I know at convention last year, I was really amazed to learn that they actually formulate them differently for the different markets they're in. Say the typical Japanese diet is different than ours, so they're actually formulated for the needs of the typical American diet for us, and the Japanese diet for them. So I think that's pretty cool. That's probably about all I got on that.
Awesome. No, that's great. Thank you.
That's one.
Everybody should be on their LLV.
Yes, for sure.
Definitely.
Heather, you want to announce our last lovely
I think
speaker?
we're down to our last product. This is my sister, by the way. Danielle, what do you got
Can
for
you
us?
hear me?
Yeah, you guys, when like it was a no-brainer whichever one she was going to talk about, because for some reason she really geeks out about probiotics. So I guess it's her surprise that she's going to talk about PB Assist. So hit us with it.
All right. Well, you know how sometimes you just know stuff in your head after reading years and years about it, but it's kind of hard to get it on paper. And I am the world's worst, maybe not the world's worst, but I'm not a very good speaker. So it took me a while to get it written down. And so we'll see how it goes. My kids finally have quieted down and are laying down, but I'm sure they'll get up as soon as they hear my voice. But my background with PB Assist, or with probiotics in general, is my daughter had severe food allergies when she was about a year old. She started having problems with food allergies, but through probiotics and through a green powder similar to our Terra Greens. By the way, Carissa mentioned a lot of wonderful health benefits on that, and just some good information about our gut health and how that ties in with the green powder. But through probiotics and through a different brand of green powder and through a rigorous diet change, my daughter outgrew peanut allergies, which is fairly unheard of. That at the time, especially, that was 9 years ago. So since then, like Heather said, I kind of geek out when we talk about probiotics. But our probiotic is especially powerful. But just in general, just in case people don't know or whatever, probiotics are live beneficial bacteria. They help promote a healthy digestive system and a healthy immune system. A lesser known part of the probiotic function are prebiotics. And they actually feed or nourish the probiotics themselves. They feed the good bacteria. I would venture to say that 90% of everyone we know needs or would benefit from supplementing our gut with beneficial bacteria, especially if you've ever used an antibiotic, ever had some kind of food poisoning, ever dealt with the occasional emotional stress. Who doesn't deal with emotional stress these days, especially? If they've ever had other digestive disturbances, such as diarrhea occasionally, or gas, occasional skin discomforts, weak immune system, seasonal discomforts, and so much more. So that we in the doTERRA PB Assist are able to get probiotics and prebiotics in that one capsule. Now we as humans can get both of those, prebiotics and probiotics, from food, but how many of us, I know I don't, eat enough of the good things, fermented foods and fibrous foods, to get those pre and probiotics. But like I said, PBS is uniquely designed to have a double layered vegetable cap, and it delivers 6 billion CFUs of active probiotic cultures, as well as soluble prebiotics. Sorry, my camera's a little funky tonight. The double capsule, it actually protects the sensitive cultures from our harsh stomach acid, the prebiotics are in the outer layer. And so outer layer will dissolve in our stomach acid while the inner capsule is time released, and it provides the 6 active strains of lacto and bifido probiotic cultures. And so it can open up until it gets closer to our colon. It's designed, the second layer is designed to deliver the active benefits of the cultures, the site of adhesion, into our intestinal tract. So it actually makes its way into our intestines, and it survives long enough to get there where we actually need them. Many and most probiotics are kind of disabled by the time they get to our intestines because of the stomach acid. So key benefits of probiotics, knowing that 80% of our entire immune system is in our digestive tract, in our gut. It's also considered to be our second brain, our gut is. So if our gut is foggy or slow or sluggish, then our brain is going to be slow and sluggish as well. If we don't have beneficial bacteria in our gut, then our brains can't function at the optimal functioning level. Probiotics can help produce vitamins B12 and I forget which K vitamin, but also they help to crowd out bad bacteria. Probiotics help to crowd out yeast and fungus. It helps to create enzymes that destroy harmful bacteria, and it really can help to boost our immune system. I personally have tried various probiotics for various reasons over the years, and this is the only probiotic that I've been able to stay on consistently and not see a reduction in benefits. When I was pregnant with baby number 3, I had to change my probiotic up every month. I couldn't use it for longer than 30 days or I would start having issues that pregnant women have. Another thing, like I really love the double capsule that I already mentioned. That really is fascinating me. My kids think it looks really pretty and kind of creepy. It looks like a bug because of the emerald inside to it. There was something else I wanted to touch on, but I can't remember what it was. And if anyone has asked questions, I can't type, so I don't know how to do that.
I'm just over here. We tell people it looks like you're stalling a computer chip, but you can trust us. It's okay.
Yes, it does. It does look like a computer chip. You're right.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, those are all the speakers that we had prepared, but we have a very capable young speaker that wants to share her favorite oil, Miss Olive Julian. Her favorite oil is vetiver, and she asked if she could close out our class. So without further ado, here is Miss Olive Julian.
Hi, I would like to thank you for everybody in the oils that my mom does, and I like to be, well, vetiver, I like to, well, my favorite oils are vetiver, lavender, frankincense, and Louisa. She helped me kind of get through the oils too. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, you're done. Say okay, bye
Beautiful.
everyone.
Good job.
Olive, you rocked it.
She said frankincense better than some people at classes. I hate it when people come to me, they're like, how much is Frankenstein? And I want to die. She said it perfectly. You did wonderful, Olive. I loved it. I just want to thank everyone for coming. We had 44 people. At one point, we went to 46 people. So I'm not sure what happened to people that dropped off, but that is an amazing group. I would just want to thank everyone for coming and spending time. I want to especially thank the speakers. I know for some of you that was stepping out of your comfort zone and you were a little nervous, but each person shared so wonderfully and I learned so much. So I just want to thank everyone. And Heather, any closing thoughts?
Thanks, Olive. Dangle this in front of everybody.
Yes, pretty bracelet.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Put it on. Whoever the winner is of this tonight And if you've never used a diffuser bracelet before, find the black lava beads. They're very porous. And so apply your oils to the black lava beads and you'll have it right on your wrist all the time.
Awesome. I just want to quickly, before we end the recording, I just want to share that on July 28th is our next Zoom call for the entire team. And Christy Hughes, our Diamond Upline, is going to be sharing about creating vision boards, about how to work on your dreams, how to have short-term dreams and goals, and then longer-term goals and dreams. So you definitely do not want to miss it. I've heard her do this talk before. It's amazing. And I think we all should have visual reminders of our dreams, and so we can chase after them full force. So thank you everyone for coming. I'm going to post the recording in a little bit, and I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I love you all. So thank you.
Thanks for being here, guys. This is a great call.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everyone.
Bye.
Stop.